Things of this world are temporary. There is eternity, but we live in the world, and the world is, and our life here in the world is temporary. It's not permanent. We're not going to be here forever. We were born, and one day we will die, and that's true for all of us. Um, but we get really attached to things here in the world, and we live in the world, and we get involved with the things around us, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, the Bible tells us not to love the things of the world because they're passing. We're gonna leave them behind, and but we should focus on the things of our own internal life, our spiritual life, because those things are eternal, and our soul will live on after we die. The Bible says that we should not love the world or the things in the world. It says all the things that are in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, um, are not of the Father, but are of the world. And it's easy for us to get drawn into the desires of the flesh, the desires of the eyes, the pride of life. But it's good for us to recognize that those things are temporary. And we get a new car, and we're all excited about it, and it's really good. But eventually, that car is going to be an old car for too many more years, and eventually it'll be gone and doesn't last forever. When I was a little boy, my grandfather got another car, and he came to our house. He wasn't living at our house, but he came to our house and had his new car, and he had a bucket of paint and a paintbrush, and he was out by his new car, and in the church that he was part of, they would paint the bumpers and all the chrome on their car black. So he had a black car, and he was there with his can of black paint, and he was painting the bumpers and all of the chrome black. I was inside the house, and I was watching him do that, and I asked my mother, why is Grandpa painting his chrome on his car black? And she said, well, you go out and ask him. So I went out, and I remember kind of hunkering down beside my grandpa and saying, Grandpa, why are you painting the chrome on your car black? And he said, well, it's because we're not supposed to have follow the desires of the flesh, the desires of the eyes, and the pride of life. And I have a new car. I could be proud of it. But if I paint the bumpers and the chrome black, then that helps me not to feel proud about my car. That was a good answer uh, from my grandpa. He could have said, well, that's just what our church tells us to do, and so I do it because the church tells us to do it. But no, he had a reason why he was doing it. And I don't paint the chrome black on my car, and I don't know that I need to do that, but it's a good reminder. Still, the principle of why he did that was a good principle. And I want to be a person that doesn't live for the pride of life, and that keeps material things and keeps things that we use in perspective, and to know that the value of my life doesn't depend on the things that I have, and the quantity of the things I have, or the excellence of the things I have. The value of my life is in my relationship with my Creator God.